So would you take us on a tour?
I would love to.
All right,
Yeah.
right this way, folks. Hey, so right here, we're in the photography studio. And now earlier, we were in the daylight studio. That was the original space that they had. And this has such a wonderful vibe. It is just so relaxing and it just feels so good in here. Tell me about this space.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so the space in the front that we were just in is that natural light studio, and that really helps, photographers that haven't learned quite how to use a strobe yet. So that's what's special about that. And then in here, they can, rent this space. We always have a set. So like right now we have a holiday set up for them. The paper backdrops that they can pull down.
Yeah, I love that too.
And so it's great. I mean, it's a place where photographers can come and just rent it, for their sessions. But even more than that, this space is really special to me because we host a lot of different meetings in here.
Okay.
So from like Live Oak staff meetings to support groups like MEND, which is mothers.
MEND.
So mothers enduring neonatal death. So support groups like
Okay.
that. Foster Midland met in here for a long time. We have a group called Brave, which is a group for women in entrepreneurship. So it's kind of a support group for women.
I love it.
Yeah, so just all sorts of groups are constantly in here. So, when you talk about the vibe, I think it's the vibe of just like, connection and authenticity,
yeah.
and that's what you feel. So.
And I feel it on this whole building, which is why I wanted to showcase this. So just a little bit more about the photography studio aspect. Okay, so this is one of the rooms that I always talk to people about because I just think it's so neat. This is from my era, having vinyl with a record player. You guys, look, it is so cool. And they have vinyl all over the walls. I called it the green room, I guess rightfully so. But tell me about this room.
So this room is, it is called the blue light room.
Oh, this one is?
Yeah, this
Okay.
is blue light, and it is a place that people can, rent, for private meetings. It's another place that people could do, their support groups with.
Sure. Yep.
But yeah, if you just needed to have a meeting with a client or something like that, I mean, that's what happens in here. Yeah. So
Is that a working?
It is a working record player.
Or you could just bring your vinyl and listen to
we
it.
could just listen to it. And this is kind of where the blue light idea got its start. So a lot of artists and musicians are in here. So sometimes they'll come in and do jam sessions, or
I like it.
Yeah, like living room sessions.
Love it.
Emerging musicians have an opportunity to kind of practice. So it's pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah.
I like this one.
Yeah, it's good.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good. We're doing just a little show on Ashman Plaza. Awesome.
So this is the art studio, and this is Daisha.
Hi.
She's one of my favorite people too. So tell us about your art studio.
Oh, well, this is Parker Lane Art and Design Studio. One of several artists who actually create in here, Jasmine Benitez, who works
she's good.
in the coffee house.
Is that who did the painting with Bob Ross for Halloween?
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
that was so fun, you guys.
Yes,
she was Bob Ross.
We did several Bob Ross classes over the years.
Okay.
And yes, she always has a fun time dressing up and leading that class.
Yeah, that was a good time. I was
Yes.
here for one of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
So this is just a big come and create.
It is. It is. We've done workshops, classes. We still do a couple of kids classes here and there.
Okay.
But we've been focusing on doing bigger projects, murals, starting Art Scene Festival and doing other things around town.
Love it. So there you have it, Parker Lane Studio. This is the loft. Blue light is just the activity.
Yes.
So
Yep.
music.
So and where that comes from is I want to say in the 1960s. It was the blue light. It was a dry venue for young adults or teenagers, and it was always musicians.
This building?
Yes. So the Animals
cool.
performed here, like some big names performed
Okay.
here. So
The
a lot
Animals?
of yeah,
That would be so great.
yeah. So that was kind of where the blue light name came from.
Okay.
It's because that's what it was originally called. And so Jasmine Benitez resurrected that, and she has a love for art and music,
Yep.
and so she's been the one who's coordinated all of these live music events. So Wednesday nights and Friday nights we have live music every week. And it's all sorts of local, again, emerging artists.
Yep.
But we have, people that, you know, are young artists starting out, but also Ike Bear has performed here, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful, but yes, you should definitely come to one of those.
I would love to. I mean, I have been, but
yeah.
when we did the Safe and Sound fundraiser here.
Yes,
The
yes.
McMath brothers were here, Empty
Yes,
Canvas.
yes.
Yeah, that was fun. And they played right up on that stage.
Yep.
And then of course right here, which I'm sure y'all will see shortly, this is Little Midland. I remember hearing about this probably 5 years ago now, maybe. What a neat space to introduce the little kids and just have them learn more about Midland in general. And
Yep.
what a great play area.
Yeah.
You do have to schedule that, right, as a rental?
Yep. So that was, and actually, you know, because of COVID, we created private play dates for people. And of course, Michigan winters are so long, so it's a great opportunity to have an indoor play area. So yeah, so Little Midland's available, you know, is something that you book by yourself.
But you know, how economical are these things?
They're great, yes.
Like
yes,
how much is Little Midland?
$25.
Okay, $25
Yep.
for an afternoon or a morning
Yep.
play date. That's
Yep.
fantastic. And by the way, the photography studios, the Natural Light and the other one, 20?
Yep. 25 and
25
35.
and 35.
Yep.
It's amazing. So I just have to show you guys this. It's not I don't want you to look at me, I want you to look at these doors. If you just walk right in, this goes right into the maker's room at Live Oak Coffee House. And either way is the stairs, so we were just upstairs and now we're going to venture into the coffee house. Okay, so I love your coffee. I love your kombucha on tap. What made you decide to do kombucha on tap? That's so cool, and it's from Traverse City.
It is.
Yeah, I used to sell it. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Tell me
no.
how you ended up doing that.
Well, it's Courtney from Cultured Kombucha had approached us, and so, you know, again, we like to choose local, so Michigan local products as much as we can, and I love it that she's a woman in business too, so that was another selling point. I love having kombucha on tap though, because we do have bottled, which is also really good, but one thing fun about on tap is that kombucha is kind of a different taste, and so by having it on tap, you can have a sample of it, so you don't have to commit to a whole bottle. Yep, you can try the flavors that we have. So I always encourage people to do that, to give it a try, and they only need a little bit of it to see what they like.
All right. So one of my other favorite areas, besides everything that I've already showed you, is this area right here. We'll take a big span of it, and you can see all the live plants and just amazing comfortableness, I guess, would be the best way to put it. Okay, and then one of the other special things about the Ashman Plaza, beyond everything we already talked about, is that you have several really neat boutiques here, a salon, the incubator space, right?
Yeah.
And then even your own roasters.
Yes. Yep.
So if you could just tell us like the names of the places and make sure that everybody knows that when they come to see Live Oak or venture into Live Oak, they have other areas they can look at too.
Yes. Yeah, so this is Botanica. It's a mother and daughter business, which is really awesome. They have, Botanica, they have a lot of house plants. That's kind of their niche. They'll even pot it for you, which is really great. And then it's like one of my favorite places to get gifts for people. I come in here every single week to get a gift for somebody. SoCal is, Mindy is her name, another woman in business. She actually lived in California and started it there and then moved over here to Michigan. So brought a little bit of California with her here. So the style in here is also, it's really fun. You know, a lot of young people like her clothing. She also has just opened in Uptown also, where we are in Uptown.
In Bay City?
Yep, in Bay City, and she has like home decor there, which is really cool. A lot of fun signs that say things that are inspirational. So she's another wonderful business. So we have a roastery, so it's a little bit more back of the house kind of a thing, you know, so like a full roasting thing.
For those
we have our
familiar, that's restaurant lingo.
yeah, back of the house. So it's not pretty in there, but we roast our own beans. We actually have our mobile units here, and we're getting ready for this weekend hosting the Santa Parade here. So
Awesome.
that'll be really great.
Awesome. Okay, and then we'll real quick show them the
Salon.
Yes. Okay.
So you have to check it out. It's gorgeous inside. I especially love her pedicure room.
Okay.
It's really wonderful.
I'll be
It's very
checking that out
cozy.
soon.
Yeah. So yeah, she's another woman in business. Her name's Ayre, and she does a great job. She's my stylist.
Okay.
But yeah, it's wonderful. She wanted to really create a place, an oasis, and a place for people to exhale, and that's exactly what she's done.
All right, well, listen, thank you so very much for sharing your livelihood and your dreams with us today. And thank you for watching. I hope that you do come to visit Live Oak as soon as you are able to. Bring your friends, bring your family, your colleagues, your clients. It's just such a comfortable place. Like I say, collaborate, congregate, and then create. But Reneè says,
Pause, connect, create, and grow. So
there you go. Thanks.